An iconic venue, Tiger Stadium, Baton Rouge. Today, an early season non-conference showdown here on EA Sports College Football, pitting the SEC against the Big Ten. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the LSU Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline where she is keeping a close eye on some injury news that's unfolding.
Guys, the LSU head coach told me before the game. Coach said because they are still without their starting quarterback, this has been essential to have a bye week this week. Give their backup all of the reps with the number one offense, something he typically doesn't do all season long. So they have really focused on more reps, more reads, so he can really hit the ground running here today early in this game. Back to you.
We'll see what kind of impact that has, Holly. So Michigan's headed toward the football to break the seal on this 2027 season. Coming out with it, it's Edwards. He's out of bounds at his own 15-yard line, looking for running room and couldn't find much on that return. Wants to throw on first. Moving out to the right. Taking a shot on the first play. Wide open, he makes the catch. Touchdown, Tiger! He got a step and just dusted the field. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
Forget establishing the run game. Go up top right now, play one, be aggressive. You told everybody all week, we're going to come out, we're going to be aggressive, and they are. They take the shot, they get rewarded. One play, one touchdown. What a start.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Looks like he's going to bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Underwood trying to cut through the noise. And he dropped a quick spin move on him before being dragged down. Solid pickup on the play.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
Here's Underwood to throw. Move to his right. Going to try to get it himself. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27.
QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. They got to read coverages, know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of nothing, making a positive play, picking up a new set of downs, a new set of problems for this defense.
And go play action, Bryce Underwood on the move. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Left side is Stewart. Still running at the 40. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first. They'll run it. Nowhere to go. And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Play fake, Underwood. Look out! Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
This defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect them is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a 1st down in the red zone.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
Here comes 2nd down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Here's Underwood. Stepping to the right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And this has been a really good first drive, man. You talk about scripting the first however many plays. It's different for all the coordinators. Nice drive down the field. Now set up in a 3rd down situation. Let's stay aggressive. Let's capitalize on this momentum and not try to kick these field goals, because you know kicking field goals sometimes down the road can come back to bite you.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
From deep, it's Berry. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Hauls it in. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
Really nice individual effort that time by the wide receiver. He was trying to get the 1st down. There was no...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's got enough, and he slides to avoid the punishment. It'll be a 1st down. Nice move there on 4th and short.
You know, as a quarterback, when you make good decisions like that, your coordinator and play caller are going to keep dialing up these RPO-type plays, right? Nobody open. You're not forcing the football into traffic. You're not freaking out and throwing it away or running out of bounds. Just go get what you can get. It's a positive play for the offense.
Now he'll turn and throw back to the right. Intercepted deep in his own end. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Looking for running room. Turning it on. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Throwing, Underwood. Caught. Quick spin on the run. Open space at the 25. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Trying to establish the run. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Out wide left, it's Stewart. Jumped on top of the pile.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Underwood rolls right. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there. Let's take a look at how these quarterbacks have fared in the early going after the first period. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Pulls it on the option. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan!
Well, this guy's dynamic, and he can hurt you in a variety of ways in the option game, and he had a chance that time to pitch it out wide if he wanted to, but he kept it himself. He shows you the wheels, takes it in for the score.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Deep in the end zone, it's Edwards. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Still looking. He'll pull it down. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
Handoff, Caden Durham. Powers through the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. There he goes! The 50. He's at the 40. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Tigers! Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
And it's just such a great way to answer. Your defense just gives up a touchdown, no problem. Offense come out, see what the defense is in. The passing game makes the big play down the field and the immediate answer to get the momentum back in this football game.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Wolverines offense heads out ready to go on the attack. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah, and this offense, it's been impressive just seeing how well they've been executing, too, because they're playing with a sense of urgency, David. They know they've got to go score a touchdown every time they take the field.
It's like a tennis match. You're just trying to break serve at some point, just back and forth. Both offenses having a lot of success in this football game.
A little release to the back. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Under pressure. And he avoids the sack.
And I tell you what, when you got a guy that is that good at dissecting your defense, you better get pressure. Nice job by the defense, hurrying him up, speeding up the thought process.
Second and long here. Underwood on the play action. Still looking to his right. Trying to escape and get it himself. Breaks into the open.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Churns into the pile. Across the 45. Lots of running room. That's a fumble. Scoop and score. Touchdown, Michigan.
That play right there may take a year off of the head coach's life. He thought his offense was going in for an easy score. They fumbled it, could have been a disaster, but very lucky to pounce on it, and they get the touchdown regardless.
And he puts through the extra point. On the return, it's Edwards. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. So here comes the Michigan offense. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Paul.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Red pass, it's complete. Oh, he's got some space. The 30. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. That last big play has them in business. Just outside the red zone, it's 1st and 10. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Escapes the pressure going right. He's going to run it. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's third down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, low on the shoulder to get the first down on third down.
He now has 53 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. Quarterback keep. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Timeout called by LSU. That's their second. They'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to it. Makes one man miss. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. LSU quick to the line. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Finds his tight end. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that 3rd. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. They're all over him. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. Turning it on! And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove. Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Quarterback changing the play. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Taking it the other way.
And I think this offensive coordinator is going to be frustrated with his quarterback. You got the lead. You want to get more points. You want to be aggressive. But you cannot put the ball in harm's way near midfield. Now you've given the defense a chance to now go score points and maybe take the lead in this football game.
I love the attitude by this team now. You just got a critical takeaway. You're set up in amazing field position down in the red zone. Take a shot. Go right now. Throw it. Don't even wait. There's 0.
Runs through a man, and he might have some space. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. Back's looking for the goal line. Needed one more turn of the legs to get it in there, and he's denied just inches away from the touchdown.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Touchdown, Michigan! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Getting aggressive here and going for two. Here's Underwood to throw. Extending the play. He gets into the end zone to convert, and they'll tack on a couple right before the half. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. He'll bring it back, looking for help. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll start on the ground with Durham. There he goes! Crosses midfield. Inside the 30. Inside the... And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, LSU!
And that is going to leave the head coach scratching his head. The final play of the first half, your opponent runs the ball, and you can't tackle him and get him down with all those bodies back playing prevent. That is a terrible job of defense, and to add insult to injury, you've now given up the lead.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And they head to the locker room, 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's start with a look at the Kennesaw State Owls, taking on the number 16, the Indiana Hoosiers. And it's the Owls with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field. You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Throwing, Underwood. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Connection to the right. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. The Wolverines are rolling down the field. Hits inside. It's Marshall. Breaks into the open. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Right side, it's Marsh. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football, look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play, nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They're working that left side. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Big hit knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a fourth down.
When you're in zone coverage and it's third down, man, it's eyes on the quarterback, break as soon as the hand separates from the football. You see the slant coming in behind. Nice job making your presence felt. They want to throw those, they need to pay for it.
To the end zone, and it's picked off. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second-half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead. He hits that hole. It opened up for him as he gets 6 and all the way out to the 9-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Right, it's Wilson. He's got enough for the first down at the 14-yard line, and no matter what happens on this drive, just getting out of jail in your own end is a win. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Play action on first down. Keeping his eyes downfield. Trying to make magic with his feet. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
And how about this quarterback, man? He's showing you a little bit of everything. He's had a great day throwing the football, spinning it around, scoring touchdowns, and now shows you he can pick them up and put them down, scrambling for the first down. He's had a day where he's really showing you he can do all things on the football field.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. Left side is Green. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Offense still out there, lining up quickly on fourth down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. On the move. Unleashes one. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team,
Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. He's all the way down to the 3, showed it all on that run. And the Wolverines will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Tough run here. It's Marshall. Touchdown, Wolverines! And that one will give them the lead. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Out wide left, it's Wilson. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Turns it upfield. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
LSU right back to the line. Back to pass on second down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He's got it inside the 25. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Durham. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Nice job by the defense, just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force miss tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
Second down, gonna throw it. Still looking. Plows through the defense. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Sells to fake. Buying time to his right. He goes out of bounds, and that'll take us to the start of the fourth quarter. Still plenty of time left to break the scoreboard wide open as we get things underway here in the fourth. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Touchdown, Tigers! They move on top here in the fourth.
Man, this is wild. Late in the game, we're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Quick give. It's Marshall.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
The Wolverines have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Underwood. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Moves to his right. Looking for his man in the middle. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. To the air, it's Underwood. Snags it. Touchdown, Wolverines! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. Fielded in the end zone. It's Berry. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Wide receiver going in motion. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Right side, it's Durham. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Yeah, great catch, but great read. I love the quarterback understanding. You're going to see the blitz. I'm going to get the ball to my running back quickly, let him get the first down. Nice job by the quarterback seeing that really fast.
Wants to throw again. Trying to burn this defensive back. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. 2nd and long here. Got him on the RPO. Gain of 2 on the play. Sets up 3rd and 8.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
He's got it. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36. They just keep throwing him the ball, this time on the slant.
No doubt, and you've seen it with the slant. You've seen other routes. Every route he's running, he's good. He seems to be open, so I'm going to continue to pick at this matchup every chance I get.
Extending the play. He'll pull it down and run. A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. He's going to take off. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing.
There are quarterbacks that drop back and stay in the pocket, and you play action, you keep him in the pocket the whole time. Not this guy. I'm going to use his athletic ability. He does a great job bootlegging to the right. Now I got him on the run. Do I stop him with his feet? Do I stop him throwing the ball down the field? Puts the defense in a really tough position.
On third down, here's Durham. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be fourth down.
And that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
Off play action. Escapes the pressure to his right. Oh, he's got enough space. Touchdown Tigers. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. And it's good, and he pushes the lead to 3. An 84-yard drive there, and he put an exclamation point on that drive with a 29-yard touchdown. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. And the Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, it's Marshall. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Play action with Underwood. Rolls right. And he just held on to the football too long, and the defense rode him out of bounds and forced the loss.
Well, the problem with the play-action game is that it forces the QB to hold on to the ball just a little bit longer to allow some of these plays to develop. And, of course, that gives this defense longer to get after him.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Finds his man on the RPO. They stop him right there. A pickup of 10, enough for the first down, and we've also taken it to the 2-minute timeout. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Running inside, it's Marshall.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
Buys time to his left. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass. A field goal attempt from this spot would be 52 yards out. A few yards on third down would make it easier. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. A field goal attempt from this spot would be 52 yards out. A few yards on third down would make it easier. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down.
Yeah, and as a defense, you're going one more stop. It's fourth down.
Now wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Fourth down, Underwood. Moving out to the right. He throws into the middle of the field. It's picked off and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. Past the 50. Inside the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Tigers! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
What an amazing play by the defense here late in the game. They had a 3-point lead, and they're just trying to hold on to that, but they get the pick six. Great job reading the QB's eyes. You take it the distance, score a touchdown, and now they can breathe a little sigh of relief because all of a sudden they've got a 2-possession lead.
Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They go play action, Bryce Underwood. Out wide right, it's Marshall. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? The fake wants to throw. Stepping to the right. He's taking a deep shot. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Still on his feet at the 45. Takes it the other way. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. The defense putting points on the board.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he added the extra point. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Here's Underwood to throw. Right side, it's a fumble. And the ball is going to land out of bounds. They'll maintain possession and pick up a few yards in the process. The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Wants to throw, it's Underwood. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Throwing, Underwood. Fires to the wideout. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. They'll need a bunch on second down. From the gun. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And obviously, guys, this drive is critical. You're down, you've got to score. So with a couple of timeouts in your pocket, man, like, that changes the whole dynamic of this 2-minute drill. Like, I can work the whole field. And here coming up on third down, man, don't be scared to do that. Don't be scared to run it. Don't be scared to throw a screen to get some yardage to get a first down.